Okay. I've been waiting for this moment for months, and it's finally here. I'm finally going to get a heritage unit on camera. Yeah! All right. Look at that, a 1953 E8. Woo-hoo! Oh, yeah, listen to that bell. Yeah, listen to that bell. Oh, take a look at that. Oh, my God! Woo! Listen to that horn! Oh, my God! Oh, she's beautiful! She is beautiful, yeah! All right! Oh, my... Oh, no, it's a BL2, too! Oh, the SNC-52! Oh, my God! Oh, we're going to watch this. Oh, this is special. This is special.
Welcome to the show, you foamers. That's what you call someone who is in love with trains, as is our introduction. He loves trains. I don't know if I could ever love trains that much. I mean, I used to, when I was younger, go on trains for rides, travel to my grandparents. Trains aren't as popular mode of travel here in Canada. A little hard to do with the hills and such. Not too many flat places other than the prairies. So it's a little difficult to travel by train, and pretty costly from what I understand. There still is a via rail to travel by. And, however, yeah. The guy's a little too excited over a train. I think he should find a girlfriend. Anyhow, on with the show. Ehnother podcast. I know where you found it, ehnotherpodcast.com. And, yeah, it's rocking. It's going good. Got some foamers out there looking for some episodes. So, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you what you want, what you need. I'm like your crack dealer. That's what I am. I'm your podcast dealer. Brought to you by illegal drugs. No, not really. But wouldn't it be cool, like if you thought about it, I don't know if you've seen Breaking Bad, but if you have seen it, wouldn't it be cool to be like Walter White? I mean, the guy starts off just as a chemistry teacher, blah, 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 boring, boring, boring. And then, finds out he has cancer. Then he decides he doesn't have enough money set aside for his family, so he goes and starts cooking drugs to provide for them. Cooks meth. And, I don't want to say too much because I know there's a couple of people who want to watch all of Breaking Bad and they're somewhere at the beginning or in the middle, so I don't want to ruin it for them. But Walter White, what a badass. Kind of scary in some ways, you know what I mean? Like you see moments of terror, like the sheer terror that he could bring, and he's he doesn't want to do it, but he will. He will kill if he has to. That's not a hint to what happens, but you will see if you'd watch it. If you're just watching it now, if you're just starting off, or if you're where I am, currently caught up to pace there, he's a badass, Walter White. The dad from Malcolm in the Middle, Bryan Cranston. He's a good bad guy. Really good bad guy. So imagine that. Anyhow, talking about the Olympics, and I think now that they're officially over, I can call it the Olympics, because I'm not too sure if they actually own the rights, but they might. So let's call them the Summer Games and the Winter Games, for example, and we won't call them the Big O word, because I heard that they're really stingy on the copywriting of that kind of stuff. Anyhow, there's been some neat things that happened. USA conquered the world and won the total medal count, and then I think it was China and then the Russian Federation, I think. I don't really know that much. I know Canada finished 13th. It won more bronze than it did anything else. Won 5 silver and 1 gold, and I think like 12 bronze or something like that. They would have had another bronze in the 4x100 meter, but the guy on the third leg of the stretch, just before he handed off the baton. He rounded that last corner, and he stepped on the line, on the inside line, which is a lane violation. He could have stepped on the other side, on the right-hand side of the lane, if he would have been out that far for some reason. If he would have stepped on that line, that would have been fine. He could have stepped on that one, but you're not allowed to step on the inside one because that's where they measure. I think they said something like 10 centimeters off that line. They measure the 400 meters. So, yeah. It's kind of really interesting how they do it, really. Yeah, it's really kind of neat. Anyhow, they would have had another bronze in that, and they were celebrating, and then the word came that they were disqualified. Now, the judges should have had a better... They kind of knew something was up. They should have raised a flag or not mentioned them as third, or not mentioned the third place, like the bronze medal winners yet, because they had no idea. No one would have had any idea. And then yeah, but Usain Bolt in that last race, there was the first time I haven't seen him give up, where he kind of trotted at the last couple of steps there. He kind of gave it everything all the way to the end, which is really good to see. That guy is he is a superhero. He is fast. Like, if the Flash was black, he would be Usain Bolt. Here's the thing. 6 gold medals in 2 Olympics. 100 meters, 200 meters, and the 4x100. The guy is absolutely amazing. But what's even more interesting, I think it was the first guy, I have to check what the time was, the leg times, but I think one of them did it a lot quicker, the 100 meter a lot quicker than what Usain Bolt did in the 100 meter. I just want to check out the 4x100 stats. Let's see. I'm just checking up. Sorry for the thing. They set a world record, I know that, and they wanted to keep their baton, right? And let's see. I think it was 4 point. He did it in 9.12 seconds, I think, the first leg. I gotta check. I gotta see. Stupid computer is very stupid slow. Let's see. Yeah, the U.S. was right on their heels, by the way. I'm sorry I'm getting distracted here. I just want to see the leg times. That's what I want to see. We'll see what... I know one leg was quicker than what he ran in the 100 meter alone. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't him that do it. Let's see. They ran it in 36.84 seconds. That's how fast they ran that one. Kind of threw out the old record. I can't seem to find it. I wanted to see the leg times, but I guess he ran a maximum speed of 27 miles per hour. That's what I'm seeing here. That's pretty fast. I couldn't run that fast. I mean, it only is 100 meters. I'm pretty sure he couldn't do it for very long, running that fast. But in that short burst that he has, he would be able to catch you pretty good. I heard today that he's looking at doing some cricket. He's done that before. So let's see the medal standings. This is, yeah, it was Russian, then Great Britain, I think, then Korea, Germany, France, Italy, Hungary. Hungary had more medals than Canada did. Yeah. Canada was way down there in 13th place. Anyhow, that's enough about the Olympics, because you could go on for days about it. Michael Phelps, Missy Franklin, everybody else. Just I like the Summer Olympics. There's events there, like the track events, the majority of them. The diving events are good. The swimming events are good. The biking events are good. There's not too much that isn't good, except for what they call now is what are they? They don't call it speed walking anymore. It's called, what do they call it? 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 It's It's called race walking. I don't remember. Anyhow, it's not speed walking, and it looks so funny. That's the funniest sport ever. I mean, those guys walk fast, but yeah, I mean, it really is funny. And the way that they wave to the crowd after, they're like, yeah, it's pretty funny. Saw the ending of that one, and I thought, I'm glad I didn't watch the whole thing. It's really funny watching speed walkers walk like that and shift their hips and da 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 da, like they're walking down the runway. So, looking forward to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. That's where the next Olympics is going to be, and it's going to be hotter. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be hotter in Brazil. Everything's hotter in Brazil. So, yeah. That being said, it was a good game. So I think brought the UK together, yeah, it was pretty good. Now, on to the next piece. And I'm trying to really wonder how I'm going to word this without sounding like a freak. Do you believe in aliens? Bet you didn't think I was going to say that. Aliens. Now, I heard, and this is a story I heard recently. There happens to be couple more UFO sightings every year, and now the biggest hoax that seems to be out there, which, you know, it seems to be some kind of I don't know, hoax or whatever else you want to believe. You can search it up, but it seems to be Nibiru. Now that's spelled Nibiru. It has to do with a planet. And apparently we're on a collision course with this planet. Now, it says that it's supposed to happen November 21st, 2012. That's when Nibiru is supposed to be close. And I've seen, if you go to YouTube is the biggest thing here, where you can see a lot of these videos that seem to be like hoax-like stuff. And I don't want to say because I know I'm saying it a lot. Anyhow, there's a couple of places, like especially in Antarctica, that's where you're supposed to be able to see it, and you're supposed to be able to see the planet. And there's a couple of videos. If you search up Nibiru, you can see what it looks like from Antarctica. I'm trying to find the actual video that I seen today about it, and see if I can tell you exactly what to search. It's hard to find. However, there's a video of what the planet looks like, and it looks a lot closer to the moon. I mean, if something was really that close, do you honestly think like we would not feel it? Like we should be able to feel a planet of that size this close to Earth. Like some weird stuff should be happening. Now, there's lots of different thoughts about this. I'm trying to see. There's a few of them. April, if you look up Nibiru, Antarctica, July 2012, you can see, there it is right there. Visible February 27th, 2012. Is a minute and 38 seconds long. I don't know exactly what there is. There's also another thing. You can see Antarctica space station, and you see the sun kind of go by, but I think most of it is just like sunspots. And you can search, like, YouTube is the funniest place ever, because sort of I believe in UFOs, but maybe not the little green alien types. Maybe there are aliens, who knows? But there is stuff in the sky that you can't explain, that you see. Maybe people think it's weird if you call it a UFO, because they automatically assume that a UFO has to do with the little green men and they're coming for you. But I've seen stuff in the sky. Most times I go check it up. I know the space station is going by at some time. And if you look at early morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, most times, it only takes half an hour, 35 minutes for the space station to go around the whole circumference of the Earth. So it's really kind of quick. Like, you could actually see it like every half hour if you're up early enough. This is if the sun's up at the right time. There's no clouds out, and you see, like, the sun has to be kind of in the east, and you will see a big ball of light going from west to east most times, and you'll see the space station just going and flying towards the east. And if you go look, I one morning I seen it, I said, wow, that's kind of weird, I wonder what that is. But there was like no like stream of like, you know, light or whatever. It didn't shoot off into the thing. So I went, my brain kicked in. I wonder if that's the International Space Station. So I went online and I seen where the International Space Station was, and all you have to do is Google International Space Station, and it's right there. It'll show you where it is. And by the time I had taken my dog for a little walk to go to the washroom, it was over my place, which is in kind of like the middle of Ontario. By the time, like 20 minutes, by the time he decided to take his shit, no, like 10 minutes, it was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Is that the right ocean? Atlantic? Pacific? Damn it. Google. See, I don't know my oceans that well. I think it's the Atlantic, Pacific. Google me. Google oceans, images, because that's the best way. You want to find a quick answer? You Google something and you go images. It'll give you what you want. Yay, ocean. Come on. Let's see here. Oceans. North. Huh? Did I have it right? Did I say Pacific? If I didn't say Atlantic Ocean and I said Pacific, I did say Pacific, didn't I? I'm retarded. Sorry. It was over the Atlantic Ocean, the North Atlantic Ocean. Now, the whole thing is that the International Space Station doesn't fly directly east-west because it kind of does a little, whatchamacallit, like wiggly line, like the sound waves on a radio, if you know what I mean. You can see the... You can see the path that it's going to take over some time, and all you have to do, International Space Station location, third one down. A lot of people are looking for this. Orbital tracking, here you go. It's going to kick in right for me right now. This is how quick it is. Boom, done. So it'll tell me where it is, and I got to install a plugin. It's probably going to crash. So I don't want to do that, but it'll tell me. Where it is. It shows you exactly where it is. What is this? 5,015 hours? No, that can't be 5,015 hours. Is that 5,015 days? Probably. That makes sense. The crew's been on the space station for 4,302 days, and there's sighting opportunities. You can check this out, sighting opportunities, and it'll tell you where it will be. Let's see. Yeah, they explain everything. All you have to do is check. When you want to, you can find out. Here, I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to go to Canada, okay, because that's where I live. I'm going to search, go to country. You want to know when the spacecraft will be flying over your city? Select your country to find out. So I'm going to go to country, Canada, okay? And then it says, which province are you in? I'm in Ontario. And then I'm going to pick my town, which happens to be not on here. So I'm going to have to pick Sudbury, Ontario. And then it tells you, here we go. This is how many minutes you can see it. On Friday, August the 10th at 9:34 p.m. Is that today? No, 13th. Let's see, 13th. It'll be, I could see it for less than 1 minute if I wanted to. I could see it at 12:38 a.m. I could see it then. Or I could see it at 10:11 p.m. the next night, or 11:45 the next day. So I have enough, like, they show you all these things because they know exactly where it's going. Now, of course, you would want to pick something Now, 9:06 p.m. might be a little bit harder to see because, you know what, it's like, especially in the summertime, there's lots of light outside, and you have to kind of really strain your eyes. You might see it. If it's not cloudy, if there's not a cloud in sight, you might see it. Now, it'll be the opposite of what you see in the west. It'll be darker coming towards you. I've seen it. And it's pretty cool. Like, it just flies by. There's no sound, there's no lights, there's no nothing. So, that being said, I believe that there's capabilities of maybe not alien life, but you can see different things. There's another video online called Two Military Jets. Military Jets. And a UFO, I think. And then you can see these two military jets escort a UFO, and you can see it's pretty clear. It's not. It's really quick. Like the one video I've seen. I'm not sure if it's real or if it's fake, but it appears like the UFO has some kind of flying. Like landing lights or whatever, just kind of like a light that flashes, just pretty much similar to a jet, like on the wings or whatever. And it's really kind of neat. But if you look at it, we don't know what kind of technology we do have or what we're trying to make, or who knows. Like, the people are much smarter than the majority of us, maybe because we believe that, maybe because we think that it's true. However, everyone has dreams. people have dreams to fly. I have dreams to fly. I wish I could fly without the use of a jet engine or whatever else, just like Superman. It'd be awesome. But two military jets escorting a UFO to a secret base, apparently, that someone can videotape. And if you watch a couple of the videos, you see him, the guy or whoever it is, taking a picture of it. And the jets fly by pretty quick with the UFO. And then he runs real quick around a little bit, and he sees them. And they seem to be going a lot slower than when it went by him. Now, that could possibly be the angle that he's looking at, and that he's looking at it from he's looking at it more of behind than he is on the side, so it kind of looks like it's going slower. Now, all that stuff is kind of taken into consideration. Now, there's a lot of hoax videos out there. You will see some weird stuff on YouTube if you go. It's up to you to decide if you believe in UFOs as a little green alien or not, or if you believe it's a conspiracy of governments or whatever. But you know what? Just like Mulder said, the truth is out there. That's the X-Files for you, baby. Yeah. So let's be open-minded about it. You don't know. A UFO doesn't necessarily have to be little green men, but if it is, it's cool. Maybe one of them, bringing it all back to the beginning, maybe one of them will be faster than Usain Bolt, and they could win. They could win an Olympic gold medal. And that's what I have to say this week on another podcast. I am your host, James. I hope you've had fun, because I've had fun doing this. I always have fun doing this, having fun talking, trying to be funny. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is the fourth time I've recorded this, so I feel a little bit better about this one. So you can follow me on Twitter, Ehnother Podcast, at twitter.com. You can email me, anotherpodcast at gmail.com, EHNOTHER podcast at gmail.com. And yeah, download the show. Tell your friends. This is the thing. Tell your friends. Hopefully it gets better from here. That's what I want. I gotta be positive. Be positive about everything. Oh, I wanted to talk about something else. Recently, I decided to shave my head. Well, I kind of asked my wife to cut my hair. So she did, and then she decided to bring it right to the wood. So I did it. And then I discovered something that not too many men know. But I'm going to tell you men right now. The best razor out there is a woman's razor. Now, I know you're making fun of me already, but I'm serious. They got these fancy little gels on them, and they got the nice moisturizer on them, and it makes it easier for you to be able to shave. So, I wouldn't do it at the gym. But certainly at home, I'm thinking about switching to a little bit more of a, girly razor, only because it does feel nicer and it doesn't burn. It doesn't leave the women have it right. Men design these razors, or women design these razors, or whoever designed these razors. Let's not get all sexual here, or whatever you want to call it. But someone designed these razors, and women are like, I want it like this. Men want it like that. Men want to be men. They want razor burn. We want razor burn on our face, and that's how my dad did it, and that's how I'm gonna do it. And you know what? The women's razors don't do it. I'm telling you that right now, or as much. There's soothing gels in there. They got soothing stuff. So that being said, I'm going to shave my head tonight again because it's about that time. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of the footage. It's only like 57 seconds or whatever it is, 24 seconds, and you can kind of hear the jets go by. But no, I'm not going to put that on there. I don't know. Go search for yourself. Who knows? UFOs, are they real? I don't know. Maybe. Not little green aliens, possibly. But if there is, cool. I hope you can come fix my car. Anyhow, I hope you all have a good evening. Like I said, ehnotherpodcast.com. Ehnotherpodcast at twitter.com. Ehnotherpodcast at gmail.com. Email me, hit me up. Questions, answers, whatever you want to talk about. And I hope you have a good night. Okay? Bye-bye.
It started out, like with me, kind of like the gifts of tongues, and once I met them, it just, everything with it, there's more to it. You can go and make that letter into a box, you know, and it just kind of fine-tunes. So the basic form would be like, Destino koa tua, shito katiano koa poastio pukwana, ishtuno koa ushtua. And that was, I'm placing a blessing on all the listeners right now. Then to go into their language, be more like, Tushtushta pakawa pa, shirotau tu tishtawa, ir poparu ta iandru tishwa, hua papa yer tushta trawa awa, hua pawa tu, au ashiwa, hawa pakawa tu. I'm going to give a blessing and a good night to all our listeners. Drustrupa toa, hopati surpa, isto porca, obario trista poa, hototawa silva, irpoa diustrusawa, hova yochiwawa, wariuswawa, iustrusawa, Hoarishwawaba, Istropa, Istono Ua Ustu Ustakawa, Istanama Awana Austu Ua. May God bless you all and have a good night.